So hi guys, welcome back to my channel Q Warrior, and here we only discuss the interview question that is asked in testing interviews. And if you're new to this channel, so it's very important to subscribe and also press the bell icon to get notification about this channel. And today we are going to see another important topic. So let's begin. So the today's topic is difference between smoke and sanity testing. It is one of the important questions that is asked in almost all the interview questions. And today I will give you tips and tricks to remember what exactly is the smoke and sanity testing. Okay, so let's begin. So what is smoke testing? Okay, so smoke testing you can remember in the sense it is just like a general health checkup. So when I say general health checkup, in the sense like you go to hospital for the checkup of your eye, your kidney, your lungs, your blood test, hemoglobin, all kind of test that is required for a normal human being to be healthy. So that is known as general health checkup. So you can relate this general health checkup with the smoke testing. Okay. Now let's see this smoke testing in details. Okay. So it is a kind of software testing which is performed when a software build is given to the test team. Okay. In order to ensure that the critical functionality of a program are working fine. Okay. So for example, for any application, login is the critical functionality. If I am considering the e-commerce website, so login is yet another important scenario functionality. Then adding product to a cart, it is important functionality. Selecting the payment method, selecting the address, and then finally placing the order. These all are the critical functionalities. Okay. So in testing, we generally make sure that all the critical functionality of the software is working fine. Okay. It is executed before any detailed functional or regression testing is executed. Okay. Why we perform this testing is the purpose behind is to reject a build so that QA team doesn't waste time testing the software application, because if the build provided to the QA team doesn't perform well, or even the critical functionalities are not working, so there is no sense testing any functionality or doing any kind of regression testing on that software. Okay. In software testing, in smoke testing, the test cases are chosen to cover only the most important functionality. Okay. The objective is not to perform any exhaustive testing, but in order to verify the critical functionality of the system. Okay. For example, if the GUI or the user interface looks good or not. So for example, it may happen that because of some code got commented, it may happen that the logo is not appearing, or the login uh, login page, there is some displacement in their location. So that all thing we check in the smoke testing. Okay. Now, what is the sanity testing? So sanity testing is something which you can relate as a specialized health checkup. Specialized health checkup means like if you go to a hospital for a to a particular specialist. For example, if you have went to a eye specialist, he will only observe your eyes. He will do the diagnosis only of your eye ailment. Any diseases which is related to eye, he will see only that. Okay. So in that sanity testing, it is a kind of software testing which is performed once the build is received, in order to make sure that the bugs have been fixed and no further issues are introduced due to these changes. Okay. The purpose behind the sanity testing is to propose functionality works roughly as expected. Okay. Also, if the sanity testing fails, the build is rejected in order to save the time and cost. Okay. For example, if the build that is provided to a tester is for a particular bug fixes. Okay, if that particular fix is not deployed, then it doesn't make any sense to check the entire application. Okay, because this build was made only for that particular issue. Okay, the objective is not to verify thoroughly the new functionality, but to determine that the developer has applied some fixes while producing the software. Okay, for example, if you have a scientific calculator which is giving you a result of 2 plus 2 equal to 5, so it doesn't make sense that you check for any advanced functionality like which involve sine theta plus cos theta, correct? So this is the sanity and smoke testing. Okay, now let's see the difference between the testing and the sanity testing in tabular form. Okay, so first, as I have told you, that smoke testing is just like general health checkup and sanity testing is like specialized health checkup. Okay, in the smoke testing, the entire system from end to end is tested, but in the sanity testing, particular component of the entire system is tested. Okay, this smoke testing, it is a subset of acceptance testing. Acceptance testing when it is done in the UAT. So in that, when the user, when the code is deployed to the user environment before the deployment of code into the production environment, the user does the testing in order to make sure that the build or the software meets their requirement or not. So smoke testing is a subset of acceptance testing and sanity testing is a subset of regression testing. Okay. Now, smoke testing is documented. When I am saying documented in the sense that smoke testing scripts or test cases are written in the HPLM or QC, but sanity testing, it is not documented anywhere in the HPLM or project management tool. Okay, this smoke testing, it is performed by the developer or the tester, and the sanity testing, it is usually performed only by the tester. Okay, the objective of the smoke testing is to verify the stability of the system. Stability, when I say about the stability, it means that there may be some functionality which is sometimes it is working and sometimes it is not working due to some defect. And the objective of the sanity testing is to verify the rationality of the system. So when I say rationality, it means that only a particular or a specific functionality is working fine. Okay. Now, there are some points that needs to be noted when we are talking about the smoke and sanity testing. Okay. So both sanity testing and smoke testing are ways to avoid wasting time and effort by determining whether an application is made to perform a rigorous testing. So for example, if you receive any build and it doesn't passes the sanity or smoke testing and you start executing the regression testing or you start executing the test case from the regression suite, then it is just a wastage of your time and effort. You can use those effort to execute some other story or perform some other testing of any other functionality. Okay. So sanity testing, it is also called as testers acceptance testing. Okay. About acceptance testing, I have already explained. Okay. Smoke testing, it is also known as build verification test. Okay. So in smoke testing, we have already learned that we check all the critical functionality. Okay. So one of the best practices in any project is to conduct a daily smoke test. How you can conduct this daily smoke test is you can run the automation scripts. Okay. You can run the automation script to perform the sanity and smoke testing on a daily basis. Sometimes in the company they have Jenkins workflow, those run on a daily basis or fortnightly. They perform the smoke and sanity testing and sends the result of the automation testing to the various stakeholders. Okay, now let's understand the summary. So, as I told you, that smoke testing is done in order to verify the stability of a software, whereas sanity testing is done to verify the rationality. So when I talk about the rationality, it means the quality or the state of being rational. Okay, means it is reliable. The software is reliable. Okay, so smoke testing is done by the developer and the tester both. Okay, whereas sanity testing, it is only done by the tester. Okay, so in the smoke testing, you generally verify only the critical functionality, whereas in sanity testing, you only check the new functionality, like bug fixes or any enhancement that is done to the software. Your smoke testing is a subset of the acceptance testing, whereas sanity testing is the subset of the regression testing. So I want to stop you all here. So be very, very careful and be very, very focused on at least on the summary section, because this is what will help you to crack any interview. Because once you tell so many differences among the smoke and sanity testing to the interviewer, he will definitely make a clear picture for you that this is the guy who is very much clear on the concept of the smoke, on the manual testing concept. Okay, so this is one of the sure short question which you should prepare when you are attending any manual or testing interviews. Okay, even in the automation testing interviews, this smoke and sanity testing is asked. Okay, so be very, very careful on this concept. Okay, now this smoke testing, it is documented, whereas the sanity testing, it is not. So documented in the sense that there is a separate suite. When I call the suite, means there is a separate folder in the HPLM or QC where you list down or you create the test cases for the smoke testing or the critical functionality that should be executed every time a new build is accepted. Okay, now smoke testing verifies the entire system from end to end. Okay, but sanity testing, it will only verify a particular component. You can say a bug fixes or you can say a new enhancement. Okay, now last and not the least, the thing which you should learn it is smoke testing is like general health checkup and sanity testing is like specialized health checkup. So guys, I think be very, very attentive toward these topic will look smaller to you, but yes, in the interview these questions will definitely make a difference and it will help you to stand far ahead from any other candidate. Okay, so that's all in this video. We will see most interesting and important topics in the upcoming videos, and please subscribe to my channel and like the videos and also comment down on the video if you have any query, and thank you for watching.